Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and another week and another hat trick for Erling Haaland. I mean, this guy is a cheat code for Manchester City. Like, there is no other words to describe it. They won a 3-1 against West Ham. It turned out to be a very comfortable win in the end, but it was not quite not an easy game for them to win. So let's get right into it. I mean, they went to the London Stadium. I said in my prediction that it was going to be a very tough game. I said that Manchester City, just because they are Manchester City, they will win, but it will be a close game. My prediction was a 2-1, and it was a very close to become true. But like as I said, it's Erling Haaland. The first goal, I think it's West Ham's mistake. They lose the ball, then the ball comes to Bernardo Silva gets the ball from one of the players in the midfield. I forget the name. And he makes the run and he plays it on to Erling Haaland, and he calmly slots it in, and it's 1-0 Manchester City. Like, if there is one team in the league that you don't want to give easy goals to, it is Manchester City. They got an easy goal last week. They got an easy goal this week as well. I mean, it's like the other teams are helping them to win the league, making them if it's already so much easy for them to win the league, and they are helping them even more. So like, just go ahead and take the win for you and win the league again, because we don't care. It sometimes it feels like this. They take the lead, and I would say they deserve to take the lead. They were in the beginning of the game, they took the advantage, they took the initiative, they controlled the game for the first 10 to 15 minutes, I would say. Then West Ham started to grow in the game. They started to create chances as well, but Manchester City were on top again. Kevin De Bruyne from the corner kick tries to play it smart. Instead of crossing it, tries to go for the goal. Great save by Areola. Then again De Bruyne is the one who hits the post. So as I said, it was quite an end-to-end game. Manchester City, the one person constant threat from West Ham was Jared Bowen. He hit the post before. Then again on the second time, he goes from the right hand side, tries to he shoots it in the leg, and Ruben Diaz unfortunately is the guy whose knee, the ball hits his knees and goes into the goal. It's 1-1 on goal by Ruben Diaz, and at that time I thought that maybe West Ham would be able to consolidate right now and hold Manchester City in this 1-1 scenario, and try to go to the break with the game being drawn. But then again, you are talking about Manchester City, and you are talking about a robot that they have in front of them. They create a great move again. Like as I said, I would not say that West Ham did not play well, because it was they played a really good game of football. It was an end-to-end stuff from both the teams. I knew it was going to be an entertaining game, and it was an entertaining game both teams, because the amount of talent that West Ham have now, I think we are going to see a lot of these type of games from West Ham. And Laporte likes to play attack-minded football, and of course we know Guardiola likes to play attacking football as well. So I expected a game like this. It was quite entertaining to watch. It would have been great if Arsenal had won early on, and my mood would not have been ruined thanks to an idiot referee like Chris Kavanagh. I would have enjoyed the game more, because Haaland was my fantasy captain. So him scoring the goals would have made me even more happier. But now when he was scoring the goal, like I was getting angry, because City was winning, and it's in a way it's a problem for us, for Arsenal, that City have now 2 points ahead of us. But like as I said, it was quite a good game to watch. The second goal for City, again the ball comes in from the left hand side. Ball goes to Rico Lewis, if I'm not, and he places it on the feet of Erling Haaland, and of course he shoots and he scores the goal, and it's a 2-1 for Manchester City. Second half comes in, and again West Ham United, they have a great chance to score, but the ball again hits the post around the 68th minute mark, and as I said, they continue to attack, and then finally it's in the 80th minute that Manchester City get a chance again, and again it was a mistake from West Ham. They lose the ball again in midfield. Like 3 out of 2 goals for Manchester City was West Ham losing the ball, and City getting the ball easily and passing it to Haaland, and then he goes there and chips the goalkeeper, and it's 3-1 in Manchester City. Of course, with like 7 minutes remaining, it became quite clear that they were gonna win the game. as a neutral, if I'm not invested in any way, like it does not affect me in any way, and I'm seeing that game, I would be very happy. Like, it's a great showcase for the Premier League. It was quite a good game of football, and I think anybody who is just watching it for the sake of entertainment would have been enjoyed. Manchester City would be very happy. They came to a tough place against a tough opponent, and they got lucky, I would say. West Ham could have they could have even gone ahead and won the game. They didn't know, they got unlucky with a couple of times hitting the post as well. But you can say the same thing about Manchester City. They also hit the post. So as I said, it was quite an open game, end-to-end stuff. But Manchester City, they continue their 100% record, third win on the trot, and they go into the international break at the top of the table. Right now, the only team with the 100% record, and I think they are the only team. Everybody else has either lost or drawn the game. So perfect start for Manchester City to the season. And now they go into an international break, and when they come back, they can regroup again, and they can start again. West Ham, on the other hand, they will be quite disappointed with the 3 games. They played really good against Aston Villa, but they lost that game. They won last week, and then now this game again, they were quite good against Manchester City, but they lost again. So out of the 9 possible points, they just have 3 points. They have lost 2 times, but in a positive way, they should think in like the tough games. Like, both of those games were quite tough. Aston Villa in the Champions League, they look really great, and like, it was a tough game. I said it in the beginning, and they really troubled Aston Villa that day, but Aston Villa just pulled through and got the win. And same again today, they really troubled Manchester City. It's not like Manchester City just came in and they run them over. No, West Ham fought with them. They gave it as good as they got, and I think they would be very happy with. The fans should be happy with the team's performance. And as I said, they have signed a lot of good players. Their transfer business has been really good, but it is going to take them time. So I think this international break has come at a right point for West Ham. They have played 2 tough games in Aston Villa and Manchester City, and now they will go to the international break. They will come back, and then they regroup, and in their mind, it should be that the season starts now. They have all these important signings that they have made. They can train together. They have good amount of 2 weeks, and then they start from the September, and they think that the season starts now, and then they can concentrate on winning the games. I have them finishing at 6 because I'm quite impressed with the transfer business. I think the amount of quality, the quality of the players that they have brought in, there's no doubt in my mind that they are going to start winning the games. And you can already see the glimpses of the talent that this player possesses in all the 3 games that we watched. And Lopetegui, of course, he needs time with these players. He's new at the club as well. So this will be quite an interesting season for West Ham, and the fans need to be just patient and just not lose their shit if their team is losing against West Ham. I think, to be very honest, it's not a big deal. It's quite early on in the season, and I know you have lost 2 out of the first 3 games, but as I said, it was against Aston Villa, the team who finished in the Champions League place, and it was against Manchester City, who have won 4 titles in a row, 6 titles out of the last 7 titles. They have been champions 6 out of the last 7 times. So like, it's no big deal that you lost from them. So the West Ham fans need to just calm down and let Lopetegui have his way with the team, and let him take a charge, and I am sure that they are gonna have a good end. And then we talk about the robot. I mean, he's not a human. Like, there is some supernatural force in Erling Haaland. It's so easy. The moment he gets the ball, there's 99.99% like he's gonna score. Like, you are 100. Like, I don't know what the defenders or the poor keepers think when they see him coming towards the goal, and they know that, okay, we are gonna concede now. Like, that must be the thinking that goes in their head. He scored a hat-trick last week. He scored a hat-trick this week as well. He scored a goal in the first on the opening weekend as well. So that's like almost 7 goals for him in 3 games. The Golden Boot, just give it to him right now. Like, there's no need to do all this drama of seeing who is gonna finish with most goals, because it's going to be him. I am like, today it has been quite a bad day. I'm not really fussed about the Man City result. Of course, I would have loved that if they would have lost, but I knew going in that they were gonna win. Like, and I don't like it. For me, like the Arsenal game, like that ruined the day already. And especially with the way that we drew the game, that was the main reason. Apart from that, like, it's football, it happens. I watched so many games today, 3-4 games, but today it was a bad day for me personally. So, but congratulations to Manchester City. Did not want you to win, but you deserve to win. It was a good game of football, and I think there's no need for me to say that Manchester City looked really great, because every one of us knows that they looked great, and they keep going to looking great as the season goes on. It's a long season, but it will be quite an interesting season. We'll see what happens in the day. But tonight it was Manchester City as day. They go into international break as the top team in the Premier League. Congratulations to them. And West Ham fans and West Ham players need to buckle up, because I think it will be an interesting season for them as well. That is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys think of the game, what you guys think of Erling Haaland and Manchester City as a whole, and what about West Ham? Do you think all these signings are gonna help them finish in the top half of the table, or do you think it is going to turn out to be a big problem for them, and bringing so many new players in could be a problem for them? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 300 subs before September, and so we have already closed the 150-160 mark, so we're slowly getting there. So please help us achieve our target and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.